total enslavement of the planet by 2030. And now, because of the election victory in 2016, they have escalated these steps and more to achieve this long before 2030, because they're at the precipice. Their time is up. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, the military white hats, and thank you, the patriots.
We are free, we are America.
Here now are the 17 points of Agenda 2030 and the hidden reality behind their stated goals, worthy of sharing this show to help people wake up. They can Google it. Since they like Google, they'll find it there. Fact check it. Stated goal number 1, end poverty in all its forms everywhere. Oh, that sounds pretty good. What's the hidden reality? Put everyone on government welfare, food stamps, housing subsidies, and handouts that make them obedient slaves to the global government. 15-minute cities coming soon. Never allow people upward mobility to help themselves. Instead, teach mass victimization and obedience to a government that provides monthly allowance money for basic essentials, Charles Schwab, right, the universal paychecks, like food and medicine. Then they label that ending poverty. Stated goal number 2, end hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Yeah, right. What's the hidden reality? Invade the entire planet with GMOs and Monsanto's patented seeds while increasing the use of deadly herbicides under the false claim of increased output of food crops. Engineer genetically modified plants to boost specific vitamin chemicals while having no idea of the long-term consequences of genetic pollution or cross-species genetic experiments carried out openly in a fragile ecosystem. Stated goal number 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Remember, feel-good words. What's the hidden reality? Mandate 100+ vaccines for all children and adults at gunpoint, threatening parents with arrest and imprisonment if they refuse to cooperate. Push heavy medication use on children and teens while rolling out screening programs. Call mass medication prevention programs and claim they improve the health of citizens. Stated goal number 4, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Right. Hidden reality, push a false history and a dumbed-down education under Common Core and the woke world, the wonderful world of woke education, standards that produce obedient workers rather than independent thinkers. Never let people learn real history, or else they might realize they don't want to repeat it. Stated goal number 5 of Agenda 2030, UN's Agenda 2030, look it up. Don't take my word for it. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Hidden reality, criminalize Christianity, marginalize heterosexuality, demonize males, and promote the LGBTQ agenda everywhere. The real goal is never equality, but rather the marginalization and shaming of anyone who expresses male characteristics whatsoever. The ultimate goal is to feminize society, creating widespread acceptance of gentle obedience, along with the self-weakening ideas of communal property and sharing everything. You ever go into Starbucks and various different restaurants of all kinds all over the place now? They have the community tables. You know, when I go out to eat, I kind of like to go out with my family, because the only male energy has the strength to rise up against oppression and fight for human rights. The oppression of male energy is key to keeping the population in a state of eternal acquiescence. Stated goal number 6, ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. What's the hidden reality there? Allow powerful corporations once again to seize control of the world's water supplies and charge monopoly prices to build a new water delivery infrastructure that ensures availability. Stated goal number 7, ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. What's the hidden reality there? Penalize coal, gas, and oil while pushing doomed to fail green energy subsidies to brain-dead startups headed by friends of the White House who all go bankrupt in 5 years or less, as we've seen with Solange and other companies. The green startups make for impressive speeches and media coverage, but because these companies are led by corrupt idiots rather than capable entrepreneurs, they always go broke, and the media hopes you don't remember all the fanfare surrounding their original launch. Stated goal number 8, promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Yeah. Hidden reality, regulate small businesses out of existence with government mandated minimum wages that bankrupt entire sectors of the economy. Force employers to meet hiring quotas of LGBTQ workers while mandating wage tiers under a centrally planned work economy dictated by the government. Destroy free market economics and deny permits and licenses to those companies that don't obey government dictates. Stated goal number 9, build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. Hidden reality, put nations into extreme debt with the World Bank spending debt money to hire corrupt American corporations to build large scale infrastructure projects that trap developing nations in an endless spiral of debt. And go to the Bible, read about debt. See the book Confessions see the book titled Confessions of an Economic Hitman by John Perkins to understand the details of just how this scheme has been repeated countless times over the last several decades. Stated goal number 10 of UN's Agenda 2030, reduce inequality within and among countries. Well, that sounds great. What's the hidden reality? Punish the rich, punish the entrepreneurs and the innovators, confiscating nearly all gains by those who choose to work and excel. Redistribute the confiscated wealth to masses of non-working human parasites that feed off a productive economy while contributing nothing to it all while screaming about equality. Stated goal number 11, make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. These are 15-minute cities in Bart. What's the hidden reality? Ban all gun ownership, talk about safety, by private citizens, concentrating guns into the hands of obedient government enforcers who rule over unarmed, enslaved class of impoverished workers. Criminalizing living in most rural areas by instituting Hunger Games style protected areas, or 15-minute cities, as we now know, that the government will claim are owned by the people, even though no people are allowed to live outside these. Force all humans into densely packed, tightly controlled cities where they are under 24-hour surveillance and subject to easy manipulation by government. Stated goal number 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Hidden reality, begin levying punitive taxes on the consumption of fossil fuels and electricity, forcing people to live under conditions of worsening standards, we see this right now, of living that increasingly resemble third world countries. Use social influence campaigns in TV, movies, and social media to shame people who use gasoline, water, or electricity, establishing a social construct of nannies and tattlers who rat out their neighbors in exchange for food credit rewards. Stated goal number 13, take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Hidden reality, set energy consumption quotas on each human being and start punishing or even criminalizing lifestyle decisions that exceed the energy usage limits set by governments. Institute total surveillance of individuals in order to track and calculate their energy consumption. Penalize private vehicle ownership and force the masses onto public transit where the TSA grunts and facial recognition cameras can monitor and record the movement of every person in society like a scene ripped right out of the film Minority Report, Tom Cruise. Stated goal number 14, conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Hidden reality, ban most ocean fishing, plunging the food supply into an extreme shortage, causing runaway food price inflation that puts even more people into economic depression. Criminalize the operation of private fishing vessels and place all ocean fishing operations under the control of government central planning. Only allow favored corporations to conduct ocean fishing operations and make this decision based entirely on which corporations give the most campaign contributions to the corrupt lawmakers. Stated goal number 15 out of 17 in UN's Agenda 2030. You can look it up. Stated goal number 15, protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. Hidden reality, roll out Agenda 21, that came first, and force humans off the land and into controlled cities. Criminalize private land ownership, including ranches and agricultural tracts, tightly control all agriculture through a corporate corrupted government bureaucracy whose policies are determined almost entirely by Monsanto and the like, while being rubber stamped by the USDA, ban wood stoves, rainwater collection, what are they doing now? Gas stoves and home gardening in order to criminalize self-reliance and force total dependence upon the government. Stated goal number 16, promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Puke. Hidden reality, grant legal immunity to illegal aliens and protected minority groups who will be free to engage in any illegal activity, including openly calling for the mass murder of police officers because they are the new protected class in society. Inclusive institutions means granting favorable tax structures and government grants to corporations that hire LGBTQ workers or whatever groups are currently in favor with the central planners in government. Use the IRS and other federal agencies to selectively punish unfavorable groups with punitive audits and regulatory harassment, all while ignoring the criminal activities of favored corporations that are friends of the political elite. Stated goal number 17, in conclusion of the 17 points and goals in United Nations Agenda 2030, is strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. Hidden reality, enact global trade mandates that override national laws while granting unrestricted imperial powers to companies, again, like Monsanto and the like, Dow Chemical, R.J. Reynolds, Coca-Cola, Merck, pass global trade pacts that bypass a nation's lawmakers and override intellectual property laws to make sure the world's most powerful corporations maintain total monopolies over drugs, seeds, chemicals, and technology, nullify national news, and demand total global obedience to trade agreements authored by powerful corporations and rubber stamped by the UN. We are at war. Be sure to join me the first Friday monthly as I cover Battlefield America and the course correction for humanity on the 40,000-foot view with John Michael Chambers. You'll find that at ampnews.us, information you need to help make sense of the madness. Wake up and step up. May God be with you.